This is the book of Matthew 5 and 25, and it reads, Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Before we get started, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to teachers, our lesson of us of great millstone, like wife brothers, putting out this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly, feeding the sheep and do brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson's titled, If your ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. And from the screenshot that you see here, okay, this video is going to go into a short clip, concerning a Jake who was pulled over by, this cop and his partner, and you'll see what transpired. We've always told you, Jakes, if you follow the lessons that we put out, that you have to measure the time diligently. This is not the civil rights movement. The civil rights movement was a farce. You don't have any rights. We've been placed here in Great Babylon, America as a punishment. This is not our place of rest. These people don't care about you. They hate you. And more than ever, these Edomites, these so-called white people, they're eager to lay their hands on you. Let's go into the book of Colossians 4 and starting with verse 5 before I play this clip. And it reads, Walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. These Edomites don't have wisdom. They're savage beasts. We've told you over and over. They came out of caves. Okay. A long time ago, they were driven out of society as thieves. Okay. They were ostracized from society. Okay. But Esau, being, one of the son of the Most High Yahweh Shai, has been given a sword. Okay. To get the fatness of the earth by any means necessary. And Esau is currently the ruler. Now, as the title states, if a ruler hearken to lies, all the servants are wicked. Well, we know Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and he is the father of lies, hypocrisy, murder, rape, pillage, and everything evil on this earth. So I'm going to play you this short clip, and then we're going to continue on with this.
Sir, Officer Herrick, Jackson Township Police. Now let you know I'm recording, all right?
What was the reason for stopping me?
When we drove by in the Muse, we just saw you. I was a little concerned. It looked like you were reaching down, just like hiding your face. We came by. You're wearing a sweatshirt in 80-degree weather. You got the handicap placard up. There's people that complain in the Muse about people parking in handicap spots.
Was I parked in a handicap spot?
I'm just saying. I was wondering if you have any documentation of that. I'm telling you everything.
So my handicap sticker is illegal?
No, only reason I'm asking that is if you have any documentation.
So what was the reason for stopping me again?
When I was patrolling through the Muse, as soon as we went by you, you reached down, hid your face from us. This is more just saying that if everything's all right with you, if you're all good, if everything's fine, we'll have you right on your way, okay?
You're trying to say I look suspicious and when you were patrolling through where I live.
Yeah, this is not...
It's where I live, correct?
Is that where you live?
Correct, right?
You live in the Muse?
Listen.
So you live there.
So
you live there, right?
Yes.
Do you live there? Do you live there?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're trying to say I look suspicious walking out of my own apartment? Why? Because I'm black in this 80-degree weather?
Walking out of your apartment.
I walked out of my apartment. I want to speak to your supervisor right now. Call your supervisor. What am I obstructing? What am I obstructing?
He's asking you to step out of the car.
You're conducting a traffic stop. Why are you asking me to step out?
Too, right?
What? Why? Okay.
That expired.
Oh, when did it expire?
Last month. 2 months ago, actually.
Oh, it just expired. Okay. Okay, so it just expired. Okay.
You're all worked up.
No. Call your supervisor right now, please.
He's asking you to step out.
I'm asking for. I know my rights. If I ask you to call your supervisor, you have to call your supervisor because I'm about to file a huge complaint against your Jackson Township now.
Step out. You're gonna get locked up for obstruction.
Yo, call your supervisor. Bro, now you just broke my door handle, bro. Why are you grabbing me, bro? Why are you ripping my papers?
You're under arrest.
Why? Bro, I didn't even do anything.
Now you saw that clip, okay? How that Jake responded to that officer. It was a simple pullover. First of all, when you see these, Edomite pull up to your car like that, in a police squad car, okay, and he's wearing sunglasses and he's standing up on your window and he's making up obviously lies of reason why he pulled you over because you're wearing a hoodie or a sweatshirt. And you Jakes need to be aware, okay, perception is everything. Even if you are not that character, it doesn't matter, okay? So you don't want to be driving tinted window or whatever the case is like that with these Edomite cops who are already sketchy and looking for a reason to lay their hands on you, seeing you that way. Now this Jake could have talked to him and say, hey, yeah, I live here, blah, 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 hey, show them the papers, whatever the case is like that. Let them feel powerful. It's okay. We're going to take a lot of L's, guys. It ain't got nothing to do with your stature, your strength, your athleticism. This is the rulership or the time of the rulership of the so-called white people. And you have a wicked warlord that's sitting on the highest seat, okay, on this earth, here in Great Babylon, America. And all his minions, his maggots, or his MAGA followers, they hate you. They hate us. Okay? So you got to play the game a little bit here. In fact, let's go into Deuteronomy 28 and verse 47, because we as a man of the Lord, we have to always remind ourselves of these scriptures. This is how we are going to be saved, is through the understanding of these, and basically there's a path that we have to walk. You don't think we get angry too? Okay, yeah, you wanna puff your chest up, man, and go, and who the hell are you talking to? But we understand this. This is verse 47 reads, because thou servest not the Lord Yahweh Shemashai thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh Shemashai shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. The Lord Yahweh Shemashai shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. Basically, these Edomites. So we were brought here by ships, okay, several hundred years ago, and we are continuously serving our time here under Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, and this is a punishment for us. Now, the prophets, we can see an end to this. We can see that there's a switch over, a turnaround, okay? But for the rest of you out there, you're still in this illusional state that some way, somehow, you can get a lawyer and you have rights. And you can hear that Jake, he was talking about, I get my rights and I don't have to do this. And look, when they're telling you to get out your vehicle and stuff, just get out. Just save yourself the hassle and the trouble. This could have very well gone south. Even recording it, okay, that's great, you're recording it, but still, let these low-level demonic peckerwood crackers who can't even say, let them feel themselves, okay? Take a look at this clip. This is from the movie Con Air, and how Wing Rames, responded to Nicolas Cage character in this, and you can see what I mean, okay? And take it as what it is, but you can see how he's playing his part. Take a look at it.
Yeehaw! So on your mind, hillbilly?
What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, yeehaw, that's right. I was just wondering what a black militant, that would be you, was doing taking orders from a white boy on a power trip. Don't you think that's strange?
It's a means to an end, my white friend. A means to an end. See, us can play house nigga till we get to where we're going. And then the day of the dog begins.
Now you saw in that clip, okay, he played it cool. He goes, he's going to do what it takes to survive. You guys can, you Jakes are there, you can use, these are Neanderthals, okay? These Edomites are Neanderthals. They're easy to brainwash and trick. You can have them, okay, doing things for you. He could have easily played on the ego of this doggone guy and go, hey, officer, hey, no, I definitely don't want you to feel threatened. Absolutely not. Here are my paperwork and call it a day like that. I've had it happen to me. I just go, here's my driver's license like that. And they run it and there's nothing there. And it's like, before I even can say thanks and hold it back, they didn't speed off in their car. I'm boring. They don't deal with someone like me. They're looking for thugs, man. Okay? This is the book of Psalms 10. Inside verse 2 it reads, the wicked in his pride don't persecute the poor. Let them be taken in their devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, which is to kill Jake and rule the world. And blessed the covetous whom the Lord Yahweh shall abhor. Okay, so we already know through the scriptures and the prophecies that, you can have Edomites against Edomites or Egyptians against Egyptians. We know there's going to be a civil war. You have many Edomites that are trained, military trained or law enforcement trained. You have Jakes who are going to be law enforcement trained and military trained and so forth, and whatever. Okay, we're in a cauldron here in Great Babylon, America. When it's all said and done, a uniform is not going to make a damn difference in this country. That's where we're going to be going. Okay? So their wickedness will catch up to them. And this is why we wait upon the Lord. In fact, when we go into Lamentation 3, and so verse 52, it reads, mine enemies chase me sore like a bird without cause. They have cut off my life in a dungeon, which this place is a low dungeon, and cast a stone upon me. Waters flow over mine head. Then I said, I am cut off. I call upon thy name, O Lord Yahweh Shemashah, out of the low dungeon. Thou hast heard my voice. Hide not thine ear at my breathing, at my cry. This is only the righteous who is doing this, the righteous man, okay, who are crying for that help. Okay, we see the wickedness. Man, everything has been tried. Jake Sam escaped during slavery. Jake Sam tried to rebel. Jake, did the civil rights movement. You had the Black Panther Party, and etc., etc., etc. No matter how you try to go up against Esau, you will lose, because you cannot basically get past the judgments that we're in. Until those are lifted by the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, we're stuck in this. The only thing you're going to get is a quick death or painful death. Okay, we're going to the book of Psalms 94. And so verse 1 reads, O Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, to whom vengeance belongeth, O power, to whom vengeance belongeth. Shew thyself, lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth, render a reward to the proud, who is the Edomites, so-called white people. We pray for men like this, these men in the uniform who are abusing Jakes, that the Lord would execute that judgment on them and their families. We throw curses on them all the time, and we know it's going to happen. Because sooner or later, a man like this, okay, these wicked servants, okay, of the wicked king, they can implode on themselves. They can turn on each other. You can have pride against pride. So how do you think that's going to play out? We just tell you, Jakes, to stay out of the way. Because elect, or hopefully elect, is not going to be involved in the civil war. We're not going to be out there fighting. Okay? It says, Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak high things? And all the workers of iniquities boast himself. They break in pieces thy people, O Lord Yahweh Shemashah, and afflict thine heritage. They slay the widow and the stranger, and murder the fatherless. And this is nothing new for Esau, and he's going to get his. Okay? He's going to get his. This is why we tell you this, and Yahushua told us this. This is Zephaniah 3:8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth should be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So all these nations, okay, are against the Hebrew Israelites, especially the so-called Negro, or the so-called black man, particularly, from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. No matter where you go on this earth. You go to Asia, it's the same thing. They'll take your money, but at the end of the day, they hate you. Okay, and that's why I put that lesson out yesterday about, amongst these nations we have no rest. And it's okay. Okay. This is what they're set up to do, but there's a vengeance that's going to come on all of them. They're all going to be starving, they're all going to be fighting and killing each other. And that's a righteous judgment. Okay, so we wait for the Lord and we throw curses on them. In fact, when you look at the word pray, okay, and who's the prey? all these other tribes, especially Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man. It says prey is an animal hunted, caught, and killed by another animal for food. It can also refer metaphorically to any person or thing that falls victim to a hostile attack, deception, or affliction. That hostile attack is going to be when the Mashiach returns. And who the word is going to call Jesus. When he returns in this powerful armada of what they call UFOs, he's going to inflict some pain on these crackers and also the rest of these doggone tribes on this earth. Okay? And they're all praise. So this has been, you know, if a ruler hearken to lies, all the servants are wicked. What do you expect, Jake? Okay? Walk with wisdom. All the way back to the close away, I'm not going on the Tia How, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakadash. Shalom.